350,000 Peruvians live in Pura. 1/10 of them are part of Father Joe Ewan's parish. Catholics, 35,000 of them that fill 14 Sunday services every week, representing 8 different neighborhoods. This family photo represents a Norm in Pura, Peru, a single mother and 3 children. Her husband left when she was pregnant with her youngest son. At 40, Yolanda has a hard time seeing beyond the immediate responsibilities of 2 teenagers and a soon-to-be one. Up at dawn, boiling water for tea that is heated by wood gathered from nearby fields or bought from vendors. It's the start of the day and requires the participation of everyone at home. There is no running water, no electricity, and like every other day, this family gets by on very little, trusting God will provide what's needed. La Luega is a farming community, and most of the residents live with and around animals. Chickens are fed cornmeal. Eggs will be sold. There are pets that protect the house when no one is home. If in some way we all have our poverty, then we have much in common. Only our individual struggles differ. The morning looks like many around the world. Kids getting ready for their day, rooms being cleaned, the necessities of life that all of us abide by. But here it's way more simple, the bare basics of existence. And competition between siblings. In this case, a family that takes turns sitting in the only chair they own. Luis goes to school from 7 in the morning until noon, and Danny goes in the afternoon from 1 to 6. Yolanda's daughter is not in school now because she didn't have a proper uniform, and she was held back a year and is embarrassed to go back. Besides, the family cannot afford the 25 soles a year per child. They still owe for Luis's last semester. Yolanda washes clothes for people. She makes 10 to 12 soles 2 or 3 times a week washing for neighbors, her mother, and friends of her mother. A major source of income for this family, today's laundry will take 4 hours and earn 10 soles, or the equivalent of $3.25. By the end of the day, both women will suffer from upper and lower back pain and arm and leg cramps. Don't let appearances fool you, though. In this home of little, there is strong faith, tight family bonds, a pride in appearance and clean clothing, and the elderly are revered. The money allows Yolanda to buy food and living necessities at the market. A half chicken, good enough for 2 meals, will easily eat up the 10 soles. Fresh food must be cooked immediately as there is no refrigeration. Leftovers will serve as dinner with bread and tea. When there are days of no food in the house, Yolanda will go to her parents' home for food. However we perceive this existence, many of the people of Pura know their survival is supported by a strong belief in God and consider their connection to Christ the King through mission families a blessing that keeps them strong. Beneath the ramshackle hut, the obvious poverty, lies a spirit of hope and faith that you can feel all around you in this place so far from our homes.
Cuida a mis padres y a mis hermanos. A mi padre tampoco llega en 1954.
Morning prayers are early for Mercedes and her husband Angel. They're up at 4 a.m. to begin their day, asking God for protection. Angel sets off for work from his home just off the International Highway, outside Pura, in the dark. He walks 2.5 miles to the market to buy fruit long before the sun comes up. He hopes to find the best fruit in the market early, preferably apples, but if too expensive, he will buy grapes and oranges, whatever he thinks will sell. He'll stash it in a friend's booth for later sales, return home for breakfast, and to retrieve 4-year-old Yolanda for school. This couple prays to Mary every day for a new day, a beautiful day. They always pray to Mary to take care of their life and to be their guiding light. At home, Mercedes begins cooking oatmeal and getting her 4-year-old up before Angel returns. Uncluttered by possessions, the home is full of gratitude. Always prayer before a meal, always thanks.
Así, ¿ya ves?
Because in spite of their poverty, or perhaps because of it, they believe God will take care of them. And they will tell you from their hearts the value to their lives they feel through new connections with mission families from Christ the King. Not only for the meal staples that they have come to rely on, but revelations of connection to other Christian Catholics. Their joy is their faith. Angel walks Yolanda another mile to school, only to find the teacher has not shown up this day. So he walks her home again before leaving for the market to sell his early morning purchases. His day will end when he arrives home about 9 p.m. By then, he will have walked over 10 miles. Angel sells fruit for a living, and a meager existence it is. But simple math, he must make 10 soles profit each day to pay his daily living expenses. That's about $3.25. There's no electricity or running water at home, so laundry and washing are well thought out. Water is purchased from a person who comes to the door. 5 containers cost 1 sole and will last 1 day. Diapers are washed every day, boiled every 2 weeks over an open flame. There are plastic pans for toilet facilities, emptied twice a day behind the house into the sand. All water is drawn from contaminated wells operated by the city, so it must be boiled before use by any of the children. Both Mercedes and Angel drink it straight out of the ground, causing occasional intestinal problems for them and most of their neighbors. In spite of all the obvious hardship, faith lives here. 1,000 of the 35,000 families have been adopted by families in the United States. The money they receive from these relationships provides food staples that will last 20 to 25 days. Nobody can miss the value of that. But there is undefined support that reigns in the hearts of many here. The connection to people like themselves with struggles of their own who reach out to help them. The relationship is a powerful message of hope in their daily lives, evidence that God really does love them. They are touched by kindness and generosity.
We pray every morning asking God to protect my family, my sponsors, every day to find a new day and beautiful day.